Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kroy fires back at Kim's neglect claims. Former Real Housewives of Atlanta stars Kim and Kroy have been locked in one of the messiest splits in reality history for years. Now, the former NFL star is firing back at the latest accusations his estranged wife has told the media. During a recent chat with TMZ, Kim claimed that Kroy doesn't pay for anything in their household, saying he has only paid 2 electric bills in the last 2 years. She even claimed that her daughter Brielle had contributed more to the family's overall finances. The Don't Be Tardy singer also said that Kroy had recently suggested that they reconcile. After the interview went viral, Kroy took to Instagram to refute her allegations. "I will never stop praying for her, but I will no longer stay silent," Kroy shared on his Instagram story. "I was isolated, imprisoned, and silenced for almost 13 years. What's been mentioned in motions is only the tip of the iceberg." He told YOA fans they were witnessing narcissistic shaming abuse in the interview. Kim and Kroy first filed for divorce in May 2023. 2 months later, they dropped the petition and reconciled. Peace between them did not last long. Kroy filed for divorce again just 2 weeks later. Since then, they have publicly fought over their major financial issues and custody of their 6 children, which has included multiple visits from the police. Kim and Kroy share kids KJ, 13, Cash, 12, and twins Kaya and Kane, both 10. Kroy also adopted Zolciak's now-adult daughters from a previous relationship, Brielle and Ariana, in 2011. A major sticking point is their Georgia home, which came close to foreclosure last year. During her talk with TMZ, Kim admitted they had refused an offer of $2 million, less than the house had been appraised for. Who would take a $3.5 million offer on a $5.5 million appraisal? Nobody, she told the outlet. In response, Kroy's lawyers stated that a house is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. If Kim is waiting to get $5.5 million for a house that is on the brink of foreclosure, she's going to be waiting a very long time, they said. Before dragging Kim even further, "I find it ironic that this interview took place at Lax. Who's watching the kids?" The answer is Kroy. He's in Georgia working 40-plus hours a week, taking care of the kids, and trying to get the marital residence sold so that family can avoid foreclosure. Tell us, whose side are you on, Kim or Kroy? Sound off in the comments below. The drama between Kroy and Kim Zolciak has reached new heights as Kroy is firing back at his estranged wife over claims of neglect that have sent shockwaves through their already tense divorce proceedings. What began as a seemingly fairy tale love story on the Real Housewives of Atlanta has quickly devolved into a messy legal battle, with both sides hurling accusations that not only threaten their personal relationship, but also their reputations. Kim Zolciak, known for her bold and sometimes brazen personality on HOA, was the first to throw the metaphorical punch in this latest chapter of their bitter split. In court filings, Kim claimed that Kroy had been neglectful toward their children, painting a picture of a man who was absent, unengaged, and irresponsible. Her allegations were meant to bolster her case for primary custody of their 4 kids. She asserted that Kroy had grown increasingly distant and that his behavior had become erratic since their split, a far cry from the man she once married. But Kroy wasn't about to sit back and take the heat. In typical Kroy fashion, the former NFL player responded with his own version of events, countering Kim's claims with fire and fury. According to him, Kim's accusations are nothing more than a desperate attempt to gain sympathy and win favor in court, all while deflecting from her own shortcomings as a parent. Kroy's team quickly released a statement denouncing Kim's claims of neglect, calling them false, inflammatory, and deeply harmful. Kroy has always been an involved and loving father, the statement read. To suggest otherwise is not only misleading, but an outright lie. He's been there for his children through thick and thin, and any claims of neglect are baseless. Behind the public statements, Kroy has been adamant in private that it's Kim who has struggled with her responsibilities, particularly as their marriage began to crumble. He's hinted that her obsession with maintaining a lavish lifestyle, which included extravagant spending and high-end luxuries, left her disconnected from the reality of raising their children. According to Kroy, Kim's attention was more on designer bags and high-profile parties than it was on the day-to-day needs of their kids. Sources close to Kroy say he's been deeply hurt by Kim's allegations, especially considering the sacrifices he's made to ensure their family's well-being. After his career in the NFL ended, Kroy stepped into a more hands-on parenting role, becoming the backbone of their household while Kim continued to pursue her reality TV career and various business ventures. Kroy has often been seen chauffeuring their kids to activities, attending their sporting events, and handling the everyday responsibilities that come with being a full-time dad. Kroy gave up a lot for Kim, says an insider. When his football career ended, he dedicated himself to being a great father. He was always present, always involved, and he loved those kids deeply. To have Kim now turn around and accuse him of neglecting them is a real low blow. In his official response to the court, Kroy is prepared to provide evidence that contradicts Kim's claims, including testimony from family members, friends, and even teachers who have witnessed his commitment to their children firsthand. He's also expressed concerns about Kim's own behavior, alleging that she struggled to manage the demands of motherhood while grappling with personal issues that have affected her ability to parent effectively. One of the key points in Kroy's rebuttal is Kim's gambling habits, which have become a source of contention in their divorce. Kroy has previously claimed that Kim's gambling has spiraled out of control, and he's prepared to argue that her reckless spending and frequent trips to casinos have taken a toll on her parenting. He plans to present financial records that show just how much money Kim has spent on gambling, money that he believes could have been better used to support their family. Kroy feels like Kim's priorities are completely out of whack, says a source. She's more concerned with living the high life than she is with being a responsible parent. He's not perfect, but he's always put the kids first, and he's tired of Kim acting like he's the one at fault. As the court battle intensifies, both Kroy and Kim have engaged high-profile legal teams to fight for custody and control of their assets. What was once a relatively amicable split has now turned into a full-blown war, with each side determined to come out on top. Their children, caught in the middle of the feud, remain the central focus, and both Kroy and Kim claim to have their best interests at heart. For fans of Housewives, this latest turn in Kroy and Kim's saga is both shocking and heartbreaking. Viewers watched the couple's romance blossom on the show, and many thought they were one of the few reality TV relationships that might actually last. But beneath the surface, tensions were brewing, and now it's all coming to light in a very public, very messy divorce. While Kroy's response to Kim's neglect claims marks a significant moment in their ongoing legal battle, it's clear that this is just the beginning of a much larger fight. Both sides are digging in their heels, and neither seems willing to back down. As more details emerge, the public will likely get an even deeper glimpse into the behind-the-scenes struggles that have plagued their marriage for years. Ultimately, the question remains, who will the courts believe? Will Kroy's defense of his fatherhood win him favor, or will Kim's accusations of neglect stick? One thing's for sure, this battle is far from over, and the fallout could have lasting repercussions for both Kroy and Kim, not just in their personal lives, but in the eyes of their children as well. For now, Kroy is standing firm, determined to prove that he's not the neglectful father Kim paints him to be. As the legal proceedings continue, both sides will be forced to confront the uncomfortable truths that have come to define their fractured relationship. And while the outcome remains uncertain, one thing is clear. The world will be watching as this once idyllic family continues to unravel under the spotlight.